Hello everybody, it's Chibi, and today I'm going to be doing an anime review on Terra Formars Episode 1 OVA. Now, as you all know by now, when I did my teaser trailer reaction, I mentioned that I am a manga reader. I've actually even done chapter reviews of Terra Formars, like Chapter 0 and 1, and I've also done a review on Chapter 74. And so, I pretty much am up to date with the manga, and I know what goes down. Now, this is an OVA. This is OVA 1. This is not actually the anime. This is not going to be technically a part of the anime series to be airing in fall. From my eyes, from seeing this episode, it seems like this is going to take place before the anime. Now, here is the thing, okay? With this OVA, I'm just going to be straight out honest with you, and I don't mean to offend anyone. I don't want to offend anyone if you thought this was amazing. Honestly, I can see how people can find this enjoyable, but remember, I am coming from a manga reader perspective, and then I will go into an anime watcher perspective in just a second. Okay, so, if anyone remembers Akame Got Killed, it had about 80 pages worth of content in the first episode. If anyone's watching that, you should probably know what I'm talking about. This episode of Terra Formars OVA Episode 1 had roughly 4 chapters, okay? And about probably 110 pages worth of content rushed into this episode. Now, here's the thing. This is technically could be considered a teaser trailer for Terra Formars, the anime series. That's exactly what you could probably take this OVA episode as a teaser trailer for the upcoming events. But the big thing here, the big problem that lies with this episode with me, is that they rush over the introduction of our main male character. They rush his backstory, they kind of rush his backstory, and they rush the entire introduction of the cockroaches. For instance, if you were to read Terra Formars, okay? If you want to do yourself a favor, read chapter 0 through 4 of Terra Formars, okay? And you will see the threat of the cockroaches look a lot more menacing than this OVA episode did. I mean, yes, they're killing humans and crunching their heads off and cutting them in half, yes, fine. But in the manga, it had a lot more menacing vibe to it. The anime downplayed this entire aspect, honestly. I mean, they skipped over fights, they skipped over some certain scenes, they skipped over some dialogue. I mean, they skipped over a shit ton of things in these 4 chapters that was made into this OVA episode. And it really upsets me as a manga reader. Like I said, first things first, this is probably a teaser. This is not going to probably reflect on the anime. The anime can be freaking perfect. It probably could follow the events of the entire manga. I'm just saying, as my perspective of an introduction into the anime, it feels rather bad. Let me explain. If you're an anime-only watcher, okay, you're most likely probably scratching your head right now and trying to contemplate what the fuck did you just see. Yes, they give you information that supposedly they were figuring out 500 years ago that they were going to be putting cockroaches on Mars, okay? But they really did not explain it right. And then they have to go off and spoil the fucking ending. The ending. After the ending song. Why the fuck would they... Okay, anyways, besides that, they rushed over certain events, and they completely did not do the proper introduction into these characters, or the threat of the cockroaches, or Bugs 2's project, and stuff like that. Like, they really rushed over the different powers of the different, experiments that the different humans had. Like, the army ant, the captain. That is one specific scene I wanted to see in this episode. When I saw this OVA, I was looking forward to it when I heard the anime announced, because that fucking army captain, army ant badass, oh my god. He's so badass. He is. And, but here's the thing of why I was upset with that scene. Because in the manga, as I said earlier in this review, they had the threat of the cockroaches a lot more out there. You understood that these cockroaches were fucking monsters. And then all of a sudden you have this captain, this army ant transform, and he starts ripping fucking hundreds of cockroaches in half, and you're like, holy shit, this dude is strong to be able to do that much damage to an army of cockroaches solo. But they downplayed that. This could be my personal opinion on, as a manga reader, okay? But I feel like it was a poor job with introductions to the entire series. I do. It was mainly there to show off the action, and even the action wasn't that good, because it didn't have no substance with the characters. The characters really did not have no personalities. I like the characters in the manga, I do. I don't hate the characters. But in the anime, they had no substance. They were plain. And that's the sad thing. Now, the animation-wise of this OVA looked really nice, and I like what they used with the CGI. The CGI on the cockroaches were pretty fucking badass. I'm not gonna lie there. The CGI, the animation was on point, looked freaking great, and I loved the way they used the gritty backgrounds and the color scheme with the episode, and they really contrasted the roaches really well. Voice actors, honestly, I like the voice actors all around. Besides the main male character, I thought it would have been someone more deeper voiced. Honestly, I did when I was reading the manga, but that is my personal preference. Right there, that's just straight up my personal preference. So I see nothing wrong with the voice actors. The voice actors are good. I think the music, for the most part, really betrays the atmosphere that Terra Formars gives off, the futuristic type feel, so I can compliment the music, and like I said, the animation's nice. So, overall, introduction, pretty poor. Characters, as an anime perspective, only they look plain, and the action is subpar. I mean, there's a lot of violence and gore, and I mean, it wasn't censored, thank God, it wasn't censored, but it is an OVA, and OVAs are usually not censored, but I feel like if you're new to Terra Formars, this is definitely going to be a major letdown for any new fans of the series. It definitely will. So, hopefully the anime is not like this. I still have my hopes for the anime. I just hope it is not like this, where they just, yeah. It was more rushed than I think Tokyo Ghoul. So, anyways, everybody, I love all of you so much. You have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.